Morning. It's still cold. White stuff's all over the ground. Dillon's awake. I'm awake. Chris is awake. Lily's awake somewhere.
Derp.
That is an outstanding t-shirt.
Isn't that an awesome? This is 2 days of awesome NS2 t-shirts. So, you know, I was getting ready to leave at work the other day, and a coworker asked me, they're like, you know, you really work on this game a lot. And, you know, I mean, this is pretty awesome. What's your cut? And I said, cut?
I'm having problems with the fact that Boston hasn't worked out how to put roads on the same level, so we're going under and over, but the convention center's up there, and we're down here, and I don't know how to get up, and I don't think we're ever going to get there. It's going to be both booths.
You don't know how to get up?
Wait.
So let me get this straight. The Westin's right next door to the convention center, but you put us up at some godforsaken shack in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, right, Boston. You got a fairly cool city, but you've got to work on the whole putting roads on the same level part. That would help us get the convention center a lot.
Dude, what's up with like the decapitated and impaled people?
We've arrived at the convention center. Welcome to the Unknown Worlds Entertainment booth at PAX East. I'm just kidding. What's really cool about this booth is that we have our own little storage room, which is the most valuable thing to have at a show. If you're a developer, thinking of doing a show, a storage room.
Ah, Christmas morning. Computers, a whole pallet of them.
Now, what's happening right now is we can't film too much because everyone else is setting up their booths, as you can hear. So the footage from today is not going to show a lot of the show floor, because if we show too much of the show floor, the security guards will kick us off and break my camera.
You look at the graphics card.
Mine. Graphics. Don't touch.
You know what? You need to stop caressing the computer.
Mine.
Put it in the box, Chris.
No. Mine.
Huge thank you to Alienware for providing the PCs. We've got 12x51s with GeX 660s in them. This is going to rock. It's going to make the game absolutely fly, and we're very, very much appreciative to Alienware for doing this. They do this for free. We don't even have to pay them, so much love.
What does that go to? It's just sitting in there. It's kind of disconcerting, actually.
Halfway through the day, when the booth looks like it's 90% up, and we feel pretty good, is usually when you realize at these shows that you've done almost nothing, and the clock is running down, and that there's not going to be any time to finish everything.
Yeah. Where's my lemonade? What are you on the phone for? Get back to work, dude!
This hall is about half as big as the hall that was holding all the exhibit booths at PAX East 2013, and all it is one big hall, waiting lines for the tens of thousands of nerds going to be waiting here tomorrow morning.
Dude, are you screwing around with the camera again? Get back to work!
This is what happens when you try to pull tiny little wires through tiny little holes that are sharp metal.
Chris, the computer's obviously working. Can't you see? I don't care about that cable. We don't need that cable. It works just fine without it.
All Dillon does is watch TV. Turn off the tube!
Look, folks, even we compile shaders.
20 to 6, it's getting late, the lights are starting to go out, the light through the skylights is starting to fade. The booth is starting to come together. It's always when you think it's 90% done that it's really only 10% done. Right now, Lily and Chris are rewiring most of the stands because, well, stuff happens. Dillon's trying to get the build working on all the machines. That's happening once we realize that all the PCs are so brand new they need a DirectX installed. And I'm gonna lose my mind. So, we're getting there, and hopefully by about 11 o'clock tonight, this thing will be ready to rock. But this is without a doubt the most beautiful booth we have ever had. I am very excited about it.
So we're out here at PAX, and one of the coolest parts about PAX, and a lot of people that have been to PAX know about this, enforcers. So what's your name?
Jason.
Jason, do you have a handle?
I do. Is Icy Race?
Icy Rice?
Yes.
Sweet. And have you ever played Natural Selection too?
Yes.
And you love it?
Of course.
Notice how that wasn't a question, but he still answered it.
The PAX booth is mostly set up. It's late at night. It's time to go back to the hotel. But before we do, Dillon has challenged me to a duel. So we shall fight. Alrighty.
It's all like Donkey Kong,
You can see. Well, I'm not looking at the big screen. Oh my goodness.
You're already cheating?
As you can see from Dillon's face, you realize he's going to lose. Oh, I did jump in the command
You
chair.
have to let the game
Oh, okay. So
This is what happens when you develop a game, but you don't play it.
I play the game all the time.
Yeah.
Where you at, Dillon?
Coming.
Where you at? I'm not going to cheat. I'm just not that kind of person. Where is he? I'm in Crossroads. Dillon is nowhere to be seen. Someone tell me where he is. There's no text, so I don't have lead. Who doesn't play the game now? Whoa. It's the end of PAX setup day. The booth's pretty much ready to go. There's some final touches being made by our booth builder blokes. And now we've walked out of the convention center and it is snowing, which is just the most amazing thing, especially to me. And tomorrow it really begins. This is a show with 90,000 people attending. It's going to be massive. And the whole weekend, Natural Selection 2 is having a free weekend on Steam. So you can grab your friends. If you don't have the game, you can go play it for free and you can buy it for 50% off. It's a fantastic opportunity to help out new players as well if you already have the game. So it's going to be huge. You can celebrate this big PAX event by playing this free weekend with us. We hope you'll join us. And now I'm going to go off and play in the snow because there's only maybe like 8 days in my life I've ever seen this.
You stop talking, your cameraman is in the snow.
All right, guys, get a cab.
Being in the taxi looks preferable, Hugh. Looks a lot warmer in there.
So I'm gonna drive, okay? To look for signal.
You ever seen the Tauntauns from Star Wars? Oh, wait.
I know, but seriously, we'll be right back.